everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out, Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. Happy All-Star break. And let's look at the division leaders based on point percentage, because that involves my team. But the team, my co-host's team, that is rightly, or no asterisk, is in first place, Austin.
Yeah, this is... A lot of these teams don't have many holes. I actually struggled making this sort of like distinction between the teams because they've been so dominant. Like Vancouver heading into the year, I would have said I don't trust their defense, but their defense has played well to start the year, and they're tied with Boston for the best record when looking at points percentage, and that's what we're doing this by. And they've just been so dominant in their games. They are first in SRS, which is like a rated strength of schedule. So they have the hardest strength of schedule, but they're second in goals for, fourth in goals against. Amazing both sides. But I said, Kevin, I don't know what you said, but I just said experience. A lot of other guys don't have that much experience, but I do think that's a problem when you get to the playoffs, especially in hockey, that experience matters.
Yeah, I agree. Experience is a good one. I was thinking about it too. There's only one team where I was like, this is the problem I see with them. The Rangers, to me, and it's kind of, they were good last year, but they kind of jumbled it all together at once. So it's maybe consistency as well, because they lost Patrick Kane this offseason. But they kept Tarasenko, correct? Or no, is Tarasenko gone?
Tarasenko's gone.
Okay. So yeah, kind of consistency and also with that experience. And I'm curious what they have. But we can go to your team. Your team, I really don't have much because they were in this spot last year. They faced a really good Panthers team. You got great goaltending. So maybe I maybe defense. Like defenseman, but I'm not really sure. What about you?
For the Rangers, consistency is also a good one because if you look at like the most recent games, they've only won 5 of their last. Let me do the math real quick. 5 of the last 14. They're 5-9 in their last 14 games. So those losses do end up piling up, and so that's definitely a problem that they have. And I think they'd be the weakest of the current leaders of the division. When we go to Boston, though, it's tough for me. 16 goals for, 60 goals against. We're just such a well-coached team. We've been hot recently. We had a rough stretch in the middle of the year. Our goaltending is worse, but Swayman is still amazing. So and Olmark is still very good. So I don't think it's that. Our defense is fine. I guess defense is an okay. Maybe offense from our defense besides Charlie McAvoy could be better, but we're just such a deep team that we don't have many holes.
Yeah, the Bruins are probably the best out of this. What the Rangers do have going for them, or we're being more negative, but I think it's goaltending, with Shesterkin, or is this Sorokin?
Shesterkin.
Shesterkin, okay.
With the Islanders.
Islanders, yeah. I wanted to make sure I didn't confuse him. But I did. Or thought I did. But yeah, so yeah, that's what you bring up. But Boston to me is a really good team. You bring up coaching. Monty's done it with the Stars. He just had personal issues, but it's working out in Boston. So it was tough for me to figure this out. What's the team you want to talk about next?
Well, the only team left is Winnipeg. it's definitely offense. They have the best defense in the league when you talk about not just production, whether it's Josh Morrissey or Neil Pionk's been very good. They've had some resurgence from guys like Brendan Dillon or Dylan DeMilo, and their defense has been amazing. They've allowed the least amount of goals against. They're first with only 109. Hellebuck has been nasty. Their backup, Laurent Brossois, has been nasty. It's really just offense. They're 17th in goals for. They only have one goal scorer that's at a point per game rate. That's Mark Scheifele at 41 points in 41 games that he's played. But their offense really is their issue. But defense can win championships, and them being first, they're just such a dominant defensive team.
Yeah, and I agreed with you on the Canucks. I for anyone confused, yeah, experience is a great point. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about Winnipeg because you mentioned the defense. Hellebuck is incredible, but I just don't trust his offense. Like, I thought they were going to squander this year, but they're number one by points percentage in the Central Division. And I really don't know what they can do to change my opinion on their offense. Because even when the playoffs, I'm like, are you going to be able to do it? My other concern would be just not playing Hellebuck too much. I want to keep him fresh. You did mention their backup goaltender. It says right now he's projected to be 61, and there are 70 games. How many games in the regular season for NHL? Or is it 80?
It's 82.
Oh, it's 82. Okay. So you do give him some time off. That's my only concern is if you're going to ride defense and go far. We've seen goalies crumble at the end. If you want to go a team coached by Rick Bowness, you saw Khudobin near the end just get tired. You could say we didn't see it. He wasn't the coach when we saw it with Ottinger, but it's just you're riding Hellebuck so much, you got to keep him healthy because he's the key to your team.
Yeah, and I want to give props to Rick Bowness. People thought that maybe he was the reason why Winnipeg climbed it out in the first round last year, and he was causing locker room issues, but apparently he figured it out, and so did all the guys that he trusted. And I think Winnipeg's a great team. While I do think they're probably the second weakest, I'd probably right now go Bruins, Canucks, Winnipeg, Rangers, other division leaders. The defense is amazing, and it really seems like if they can just keep a team under 3 goals, they're going to win those games.
Yeah, I think I would only swap Winnipeg and the Rangers for weakest. I just really doubt their offense. But yeah, credit to Rick Bowness. I thought this was going to be a rough year, but no, they're really doing well, doing what they started in their first year. So that's all I got. Any final thoughts, Austin?
Nope.
Let us know what you think. We will be having some more NHL videos coming, especially since it's the All-Star game. Also, check out our other videos and be on the lookout for videos using our Instagram, Twitter, and we also got, you can click the bell. That's the natural way to do it on YouTube. Hit a subscribe and comment, and we'll try to get to it as best we can. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.